So hi there, I'm Clay Johnson. I'm the director of Sunlight Labs for the Sunlight Foundation. I've been at the Sunlight Foundation for about 9 months, so I've been here long enough to sort of know what I'm doing, kind of. I'm here to talk to you about, what we're doing and maybe how you can help. We at Sunlight Labs help open government by using open source technologies like Python, Ruby, PHP. We're experimenting a little bit with Hadoop, which is sort of a distributed file and processing system to unlock government data. Right now, so far, we're, as of last week, a community of 351 open source developers. I think it was 370 when I looked at it before I came up here. All trying to build different tools and technologies to open the government. The point is that we are not just a bunch of, I think we're over 50, yeah, we're not just a bunch of we're not just a nonprofit organization. We are a community of people trying to create some serious change, and this is where you come in. What I would like to do is help tell you 5 things that you can do to help change your country. These 5 things you can all do very simply. They range in scale, the first being the most difficult, the 5th being the easiest. The first one is parse a state. We have a 50-state project going on at the Sunlight Labs where we're trying to parse every state legislation website into a common format. Every state, every legislator, every vote, every piece of legislation. The reason why we're doing this? Well, the more local you get, the more listening there is. If a state rep gets 100 phone calls, they're going to listen. If your member of Congress gets 100 phone calls, they probably won't. So we're going to make that data more available so that people can see it. Unfortunately, the more local you get, the less technology there is. And so local and state governments can't afford big data warehousing projects to display their votes in a relational database. We're going to just do it for them. The second thing that you can do, redesign an agency. We've been doing this for a while. We've decided that federal websites are ugly, so we're going to just redesign them for them. We've done 2 so far, with a 3rd on the way, I think, next week. The first one is the Federal Election Commission. We just took the Federal Election Commission and redesigned the website. The number 1 source of traffic was the FEC. In other words, the FEC's intranet was viewing this more than anybody else. We find that by doing this, it lights off fires inside of organizations. The second one is USA.gov. This drove the GSA crazy, and they started, apparently we talked to friends over at the GSA, they said, my gosh, we've been debating as to whether or not you guys are morons for 2 weeks. This is what we want to see happen, because once they start arguing, they start thinking about their websites. The third thing that you can do is start visualizing the data. This is a clock of transparency with New York Times mentions. This is noon, which is 1999. This is 2009. And it just goes around with the frequency of the word transparency in New York Times articles. Visualizations tell stories. This is the banking and finance industry. This is their contributions to Republicans in 2004, and as it moves to 2008, this is their contribution to Democrats. So you can see when the Republicans lost the control of the House, the banking and finance industry shifted rapidly to Democrats. So you can do stuff like that. The fourth thing that you can do is +1 our community. What does that mean? Well, it means join us. It means be a part of Sunlight Labs. The ways that you can do that are really simple. We have a Google group, which will be on the next slide in approximately 3 seconds. You can just join that Google group. And there's a vibrant discussion all the time of people talking about their different projects that they're doing. The other thing that you can do is play around on our wiki. That's where we keep most of our project ideas and list some of the larger problems that we have to solve. Problems like name standardization, named entity recognition, and data intake problems to help us out if you're a developer, or design issues, or any of our ideas. The fifth thing that you can do, and perhaps the most important thing, is to be an organizer. Sunlight Labs is a community, and we need community organizers. Developers, designers, thought leaders, we are the new community organizers. And so how can you do that? Well, one thing is you can convene a hackathon in your area. Take one of our ideas, get some developers and designers together, and just do it. Go and do these ideas in your area and then report back. Go pick a state and get some people together and just take that state. You can also steal this presentation and go and give it somewhere else. It's on SlideShare. You can go to well, you can't yet, but this afternoon you will be able to go to sunlightlabs.com/ignite presentation and go and take this presentation and give it to others wherever you'd like. So thank you very much. I'm Clay Johnson, and that's all I got.